Here we are, back on the hunt, back on the prowl, back surviving in Quail Valley, in Cataclysm, dark days ahead. It is currently nighttime. We are going to move into this city, or town, or village, or whatever it turns out to be. And we're gonna get as much things as possible and not get killed by zombies. And when I said it was night, I wasn't kidding, it is very dark. But let's move down the center of this road. There's no traffic to worry about, at least. It's good. Let's move faster. Let's cut across. Let's hope we don't run into... Here we go. Zombies! We have a zombie and a decayed zombie to the south. And we can see them because apparently they glow in the dark, I don't know. This guy seems to be inside a car, probably inside a hippie van. It's a decayed zombie, a once dead human corpse. Its discolored, swollen flesh is riddled with festering wounds and open sores. And we got a normal zombie. A human body swaying as it moves, and unstoppable rage is visible beneath its oily black eyes. So we're actually not gonna go for them, we're gonna move over to the left here. As you can see on the minimap, there's a house represented by a green V. Let's come up on the rear of this house. There we go. Oh, we're in luck. It has a back door. It has a fence as well, but we can climb that. Can look in here. Through the window we can see there's a nice big bed there and a dresser over there. Let's see, is it unlocked? It is. The back door's open. Sweet, we didn't even need to use our crowbar. Let's see what's in the dresser. The dresser contains a dress shirt, a sweater, a trench coat, a hairpin. There's wool socks here, but we are allergic to wool, so let's avoid that. There's a bra, but we're a guy and well, I don't think we swing that way. Let's see, there's a towel. You can never have too many towels. You actually can have too many towels, but we don't have any, so we'll get one. We'll get the leather pants, because leather can be useful. We'll probably pick up the trench coat. It's good for storage and cover. Covers a lot of the body, it's warm, stuff like that. We got a pair of spare boxer shorts, so we'll probably leave the briefs. Could get a jeans jacket, but no. We'll skip the dress shirt, we'll skip the t-shirt, we'll get those. We'll check what's in here. This is the bathroom. Bathroom features a bathtub. There is a toilet with water in it, and there is an oxygen tank. There's a sink. However, what I did see was that there is actually an oxygen tank on the sink. We're gonna get that. That's good medical supplies. There's some aspirin here in the bathtub for some reason. Someone was probably in a hurry when they had a headache, so we're gonna pick that up. And there's some Dayquil and more vitamins. I'm gonna take that. Medical supplies, always useful. So we're in the front room here. There is a fire extinguisher. They can be useful in case you accidentally or purposely start a fire, but they're heavy and big. And here's a big book of short stories. That's just a for fun book. Improves your morale a bit. You can see that there's some light outside. I believe there's probably a vehicle somewhere out there with its headlights still on and still power left in the battery. And this is the kitchen. It's a very small kitchenette, it seems. Let's see, what do you have here? A pair of scissors, not very useful. Ah, some raw lasagna, spaghetti, macaroni and marshmallows. Let's get that, that's good food. No, okay. Really, marshmallows probably not the greatest food, but well, good enough. We get an aluminum can of root beer, an orange and a plastic bottle of cranberry juice. Now, something we have to remember, we also have a bunch of strawberries back at the shelter, is that the cranberry juice is perishable, so it will rot. So we need to prioritize in which order we eat things. The raw pasta here will not go bad, but it's probably not great eating raw pasta. You should cook it if you can. An orange, of course, will perish, so we're gonna eat that soon as well. Which also, of course, goes for our strawberries back home. Now you see this? This is a sound. From the southeast I hear crash. I am suspecting it's a zombie bashing a car. And as you can see, these question marks, they jump around because we don't have perfect hearing, we have good hearing. But we know somewhere out there is a very angry zombie and a very poor car. And there's a zombie scientist breaking in through the window. Coming straight for us. Let's close the door when we leave. And this is where our weak scent is useful. They're gonna bash their heads against those doors hopefully for a while and not be able to track us very well at all, I hope. And there is a zombie child and there's a boomer. Boomer to the southeast. There's also, for some reason, lightly colored stuff here. What is this? Ah, it's a part of a car. A beetle. A little bug. A little Volkswagen. So let's hope those zombies enjoy their time in that house. Meanwhile, we are maneuvering our way down here, and well, it has a backyard but not a back door. We're gonna have to go down the front, I suppose. Let's hope there's not zombies in the house. Zombies to the southeast. Down here we can actually see the gun store coming into view. There's also... that's why there were a zombie scientist up there. There is, I believe, a science team dead right here. So we're gonna make sure we mark that. For future reference. And I guess we'll pick up the science card. There's a file, a paper file, not a wood file. There's some iodine tablets to treat radiation. More solder. We'll get the solder, it has no volume at least. Some weight. Okay, let's see. The door is locked. This is where our crowbar comes in. We can do this. It does make a crunching sound, and zombies are gonna hear that, but what we can do is we can go inside and we can close the door, which should hopefully keep them for at least a few seconds. That was a bike helmet. These are neoprene arm sleeves. Plastic arm thingies. A little bit of production. I guess we'll pick him up. We're actually full on volume. I'm gonna check. I'll just make a quick check. Those are wool gloves. They're completely useless. We have a wool allergy. Okay, this is a bit problematic. Let's climb out the window, because I saw a zombie moving up on the door noise. I would have liked to make it into this back room and climb out this window, but I would have ended up bumping into the zombie most likely. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly... Ooh! You see this? This is a solar panel. This is an electric car. It does have enough wheels, so what is actually wrong with this one is that the engine is broken. But it has the solar panels and big storage batteries over here that's still working. So we might be able to, if we find an engine and big electric engine, we might be able to salvage stuff, and we could put the engine in that car and maybe drive away. An electric car is better than a fuel car because it's quieter, and it doesn't require gasoline. However, well, it's not very useful during the night, and it has an annoying tendency of running out of power when you really need it. So we're back, and we'll quickly drop off oxygen tank, towel. The towel can be used to dry you off if you've been out in the rain, and being wet from rain hurts your morale. So let's see, we'll dump those. We'll keep the aspirin on us in case we get punched in the face and need some pain relief. They will drop that, and I believe, yeah, we're gonna probably eat our orange. Because we might as well. It's gonna spoil eventually, we might as well eat it as soon as possible. And I almost killed myself on an ant. Let's put safe mode on. Safe mode is annoying, but it can save your life. Especially during the night when you have such a short sight range. But it will stop you for a boomer like that, so we're gonna ignore that particular boomer. It's not really close anyway. We'll move past our electric car. What we have now, a zombie up to the north in that house. Okay, let's see, are there any bad guys down here? Can we get more zombies to the southeast? We can actually sneak back in through this window. Let's keep an eye on the question marks, the sound sources. Okay, so we made it into this kitchen as well, and there seems to be more stuff here. Let's check. There's a gallon jug of vinegar. I would like that, but it's very heavy, very big. There's a box of cereal, we might as well pick that up. Here we got some salt water and ammonia. I would like that too. The vinegar and the salt water can be used for food preservation. There's a mop there. I don't think we're gonna prioritize cleaning at the moment. Rubber gloves, a dust mask, a lawnmower. Who puts the lawnmower in the kitchen? Oxidizer powder, though, we're gonna pick that up. It's a good, fairly rare crafting supply. Broom and a mop. The lawnmower can actually be useful. You can disassemble it and get like a small engine from it. You could rig up a generator using that, for instance. What do we have here? We'll get this thread and the marshmallows. There's more vinegar and a spoon. We're not gonna get the spoon. Let's check the refrigerator. There's a frozen burrito and another orange. I'm not sure about the burrito, it might spoil too quickly. We'll get it anyway, and we'll check the oven. There are 3 frying pans in the oven, no pot. But we got something to cook on. We won't need to use a pointy stick anymore. We can fry our meat. This is the bathroom, however it's empty, yeah. We're not gonna drink dirty toilet water from our hands. And oh, do you see what I see? Because I see what I see. First we have here a Time magazine and a Glamopolitan. There. Magazine not very useful. There's a lighter and of course a dresser, but there's also a set of stairs in this bedroom. So there is a basement. Let's see, Time magazine is just for fun, right? This is not just for fun, it can apparently bring our cooking skill to 1. However, if memory serves, we already have that, right? Yeah. And there are no crafting recipes, I don't think, in this, no. Otherwise I would have kept it. If there were any cooking recipes. We'll get the lighter, we'll check the dresser is empty, and we'll go down the stairs. Now we are downstairs. What I'm gonna do here is quickly just turn on our flashlight. Okay, we might as well keep it on then. There's no zombies down here at least. There's some batteries, there's a football. I don't think that's gonna be very useful. Here we have a talking doll. You can activate this and put it somewhere and it'll make noise and hopefully attract zombies away from you. And it has some batteries you can take out as well. Under the Hood, this is a magazine or book about mechanics. Can bring mechanics to 3, can be understood by beginners, requires intelligence 5. So we can actually read this and become mechanics. So we're gonna pick that up. Here we have eyeglasses. I need reading glasses still. This is great. One time I needed reading glasses, I'm not finding any. And there's another lawnmower. Dust mask. This is another book. It's a romance novel. That's just for fun. If you're interested in romance novels. A spare flashlight. You can never have too many flashlights. Actually you can have a lot of flashlight. We got a hockey stick. You can use that as a weapon, but I won't. Binoculars. Oh, I love binoculars. Binoculars have the effect I hope still. I'm gonna check on that just to make sure. Tool useful for seeing long distances. Simply carrying this item in your inventory will double the distance that is mapped around you during your travels. What this means is basically well, this is the map when you're underground, by the way. Interesting. Here we can see our notes still, and there's our shelter basement, and this is the basement we're in. That's all we know about the underground. But let's explain it when we get back up, and let's make sure we switch off the flashlight before we go up, so we don't send out a light beacon for all the zombies in the neighborhood. What the binoculars do is that when we were moving around up here, we were discovering areas around us. Carrying binoculars with us will mean that the area on the overmap that's revealed will be twice as big. So before, like, we went up here and we basically could see this area. If we'd had binoculars, we would probably be able to see all of this. So that is extremely useful. Now let's climb out the back window and out of the backyard, check the next house. No back door. I did see an office though. And make our way around. No side door either. I have to go in the front door. Any zombies? Any zombies? Door is locked. Bringing out the crowbar again, breaking in, and there's another set of stairs here. Oh, I heard a noise in this room. Oh, it's a decayed zombie. Well, at least it's not a shrieker. They will attract every zombie in the neighborhood to you. I guess what we can do is this. Let's see. No, not that there. Switch off safe mode and slowly move back. Oh, one more. And here we will... We'll check first. Yeah, we'll take off the backpack to decrease our encumbrance. Oh, he managed to get to me and attack me. However, I dodged it, which is good. How's our dodge skill? We got 2% in dodge, which is not great, but we're improving dodge. Let's bash him. I whacked him for 14 damage, and we got him in a choke point, so if the fighting attracts more people, as you can see we're making sound, and there might be more zombies entering through the window here. We got a fairly good situation here. If they want to get at us from behind, they're gonna have to bash one of these 3 doors, and if they come from us from this direction, they'll bash through the windows. But they won't be able to get through us more than one at a time through this doorway. And if someone starts bashing in this door or something, we can slip out this door, and there's probably windows on the back we can get out through. And if we just close this door after us, they'll be held up here long enough for us to escape. So let's whack again. Oh, let's see, we whacked the decayed zombie for 16 damage. It lunges forward, it bites my left leg, but my armor protects me. Very nice, I have my hard leg guard, so he bit my leg guards, I suppose. Let's whack him again. 15 damage, a critical hit. Let's look at him. He's severely injured. And he is still severely injured, I suppose. No, he's nearly dead. This zombie is nearly dead. Previously he was entirely undead. And now he is dead. Okay, let's hope we haven't attracted any unwanted attention to ourselves. Let's check what he had. He were wearing some ripped jeans, a shredded polo shirt, shredded sneakers, a shredded backpack, shredded boy shorts and a shredded bra. This was apparently a female decayed zombie. I'm probably not gonna pick up that shredded backpack. It could be sort of useful. Let's see, we did drop our backpack. Let's put that up. Because despite being shredded, it still has the same storage capacity. But it'll break very easily. Oh, that's right, that's right. There's a decayed zombie corpse there. That's the corpse of a zombie. It will rise again. Unless you do something about it. And I am going to do the complicated thing and butcher that corpse. Because it gives me survival skill, and we can see that now there's a couple pieces of tainted meat there, which we're just gonna ignore. You can also like bash the corpse into pulp, which will stop it from rising again, but it doesn't give you skills. So we'll get this thread since it's small. This charcoal could be useful, but it's pretty bulky. And we don't actually have any use for it. You can find or make a charcoal smoker, which could be useful. And here's a tin can of broth. We're gonna get that broth. Doesn't spoil, but you can make soup from it. You can also eat it directly. A box of sugar can also be used for preservation or to eat, and a tin can of clam chowder, that's non-perishable, I believe. Nothing in that cupboard. Ooh, a teapot and a pot. Now, I don't think the teapot is used for anything, but we're gonna get it anyway, because it gives us a full set of kitchen utensils. Some clean water, never go wrong with clean water. And here is a little bit of an office. There's a chair with a table and a broken console, aka broken computer basically, and a bookcase. So this is their little office, and here's the bedroom. They've placed a dresser in front of the door. I think that's poor feng shui, but it was empty anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's a lighter on the floor. There is a can of cola. I'm gonna get that. I probably shouldn't drink it, cause oh, some glow sticks. Or a glow stick, that's good. Could be useful. I probably shouldn't drink that cola because it contains caffeine, and I am extremely easily addicted to stuff. Here's some NyQuil. We'll get the NyQuil. Dust mask. We'll leave the thing. Let's see, is there anything here? No. We'll leave the ammonia there. Go back out here. It seems we didn't attract any additional zombies, which is nice. And there's a lot of messy stuff here. More cola. Winter gloves, let's keep those. We need them for winter. Leather gloves, low top tennis shoes, an umbrella. Cell phone. Cell phone, of course, it's useless, but it's you can disassemble it for some nice stuff. Here's some more soda. Cranberry soda, wool gloves, we're allergic to wool. A children's book. Scarf and a bike helmet. More dark cola. Cocaine! I'm gonna get that cocaine. It has no volume and no weight, and it's useful medical supplies. We don't want to use it, but if we have to, we will. And some root beer. And I think there's a zombie right outside the window, so let's actually close that door. Let's close that door. Let's open the advanced inventory management here. This is quite useful in some cases. This shows my inventory, signified by I, and this is the marked half of the window now, and it shows what's beneath me. This is basically where I'm standing, and this is around me. So right to the north of me is the doorway. So I can switch that by using the keypad to 8 here. And this is where, as you see, here's the tainted meat. So this is the doorway where the zombie is. And I can jump over to this side and instead show what's to the right of me, which is nothing. And go back here and basically just move everything over there. It's a lot quicker than other stuff, and I now clear this doorway, which means I can close that door for safety. And I think this might be a zombie, I'm not sure. From the southeast you hear glass breaking. Yeah, a zombie broke in through the windows here and is now in this room. So what I intend to do is go down this basement and switch off on my light and find 2 zombies. Great. But I also find these things here. There's counters here with a lot of stuff. There's a fire extinguisher, another fire extinguisher, a funnel, saline eye drops, royal jelly, cell phone, equipment, welding glove, goggles, books, batteries, hot plates. This is like someone's basement workshop or something, so there's a lot of nice stuff here. And a lot of not so nice stuff in these 2 zombies, but we can fight them in this doorway, and I think we'll do that before we loot the place. However, we don't really have time to do that right now, so we're gonna back away slowly, like so. We'll keep the light on to track the zombies, and we'll fight them in the next episode.